to get you outside of the box. It takes courage to be successful. It takes courage to win. People don't talk about people that don't win. If you win, they're going to talk about you. Do you have the courage?
Have you noticed that everything is now starting to hike in prices? That's all thanks to the inflation that's happening. Frankly, as much as we'd like to say that it's all pegged to the Russia-Ukraine war, I'd like to think that the government has something to do with it. Now, what do I mean? Well, stick around to the end and find out more. Welcome to Money Side, your favorite crypto news channel. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you get updates whenever we drop new videos. And don't forget to smash that like button. And you can always leave a comment in the section below. Let me draw your attention to someone who's quite knowledgeable about the financial market, Robert Kiyosaki. He's also the author of the infamous Rich Dad, Poor Dad novel. In this tweet, Robert gives information about how the government plays with our minds. We've been hardwired to think that going to school is the only way to make money in this current world. Once you start making money, the government wants to tax you. In the middle of all that, you decide to save up your money in the bank, which is also losing value over time. But the banks are getting richer and richer. Essentially, following the system will ensure you are broke the rest of your lives. Anyone who's ever made a killing in their lives either found a way to beat the system or are born with parents who already beat the system. Bitcoin came into the limelight at the right time. That's because it was one of the best places to store your money and also ensure that it appreciates over time. Hands down, Bitcoin was the one hedge against inflation that the government and financial institutions didn't see coming. That's why we now have a switch in power. The common people who actually bought Bitcoin when it was quite affordable are now in among the richest crypto millionaires of all time. Like you, I don't really trust the government. Yep, Bitcoin is the perfect hedge against inflation. But what if this crypto was actually created by the same governments? What if we're being played and we don't even know it yet? The fact that Satoshi still remains anonymous raises a lot of unanswered questions, and we need to be cautious, especially when it comes to investing on Bitcoin. Inflation is underway, and we all need to prepare for the worst. The current gas prices, well, that is just but a scratch of the surface. And unfortunately, that doesn't have anything to do with inflation. However, the current gas pricing issue now acts as a fuel for recession to occur. We all need to wake up. Now is the perfect time to find the right assets to invest in. Don't just place your money in the bank. It will not add any value to your life. Instead, that money sitting in the bank will only continue to make the banks richer. If you, however, put that money into the right crypto, you stand a chance to beat the current recession that's about to happen. The last financial crisis was back in 2008. And the one thing we need to understand is that when it happens, we need to be prepared. This is the perfect time to get smart, not greedy. And cash is king. What you need to prepare for is to ensure you have plenty of cash. That means you need to have physical cash and cash in your bank account. You also need to ensure you have cryptos and other types of assets. These should secure your financial status in the coming financial crisis. Thankfully, we now have technological advances that can help you store assets such as gold. Imagine if the financial crisis hits today. If you have 10,000's worth of gold and your neighbor has 10,000 cash, guess who's likely to come out strong? The one with the gold asset, duh. Then apply the same principle where instead of gold, you now have cryptocurrencies, such as XRP. You will literally become the next millionaire in a matter of minutes. Here's your perfect chance to retire your entire family. Honestly, we can't begin to compare XRP with Bitcoin. These are two assets that are incredibly different, and one of them doesn't work. Obviously, I don't mean XRP. Guys, you have to be blind not to see that XRP is the future of cryptocurrencies. This crypto has been moving in the shadows, gaining momentum, and when XRP was finally ready to take over, the SEC stepped in to slow XRP down. Not because they don't believe in the coin, no siree. The SEC are only worried that their assets could easily lose value if XRP continues with its pace. Frankly, the SEC sued Ripple knowing very well that they are going to lose this fight. Yep, I said it. The only thing that the regulatory body wanted was enough time to buy as much XRP as they can before this crypto goes to the moon. That's why I'm all in on XRP. This coin will soon be the bridge currency between fiat and crypto. Thanks to the recession, most people will be looking at crypto and ways to use their cryptos effectively in the fiat world. That's where RippleNet steps in, and also CBDCs. Guys, I can't stress this enough. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor, and this is not financial advice. I'm just sharing what I've seen happening in the crypto space. Before you make any changes, make sure you consult with your financial advisor. That said, prepare your wallets, my XRP army, because you are about to smile your way to the bank soon. And that will happen as soon as the lawsuit is withdrawn or XRP is announced as the winner. With that in mind, let's take a look at today's technical analysis. We all know that numbers do not lie, and they can help us determine the future of XRP. The 2018 fractal compared to 2022. Not 100% science, but it's nice to see there are some patterns playing out. Grab the popcorn and add the supermodels and champagne bottles to your shopping cart. The pebble, well, it's about to pop. Moving on to Bitcoin, broke above the top weekly wedge, and now it's being retested. The wedge breakout 1.5 times, measured target is 52,000, which also lines up perfectly with our 1.618 fib level, as shown. We're currently retesting the top of the wedge, remaining above the wedge, and 52,000 is likely coming next after breaking our resistance at around 45 to 46,000. As always, do your own research and always trade safely, guys. We also continue to pray for the people of Ukraine. Please keep in mind we're not a licensed financial advisor. All videos on this channel are intended for entertainment purposes only. Tell us what you think in the comment section below and let's have a conversation. As always, we thank you so very much for watching. Don't forget to like this video and please click on that subscribe button below. And be sure and turn on notifications. That way you get informed whenever we post our amazing content. Thanks again, and we will see you on the next Money Side.